and welcome to this week's live in the Earth Angels group. And we have the first full moon of 2025 today. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're also going to do some healing and set up some healing because of all the fires that are happening in LA at the moment, and prayers. So we're going to just hopefully do a collective effort for that. So if you are here, please say hello, type in the comments, let me know how you are doing. And how you're feeling around this full moon, because full moons can bring up a lot of things for us. Welcome to everybody that is just joining as I am just starting. So yeah, we have the wolf moon today. It's today and tomorrow as well, depending on where you are in the world, which is brightly in the sky. Not that we can see it over here because it's very cloudy at the moment. But full moons are generally a time where we want to be able to let go of stuff. This is normally quite a gentle moon, but because we have Mars, I think Mars is conjunct with it. It can bring that intensity to it. And as we know, there's lots that's going around the world. So if you are having some emotions, some things that have been under the surface or hidden down that is starting to come up for you, please do share in the comments so we can do a bit of releasing of that for you, of anything that is coming up. Hannah's so upset about what's happening in the USA. Yeah, it's really sad that there is just so much happening at the moment. Hello, Angel. Hannah, Erwin, it's lovely to have you all on here. It doesn't always tell me on here unless you type in that you're watching. So I have my phone up so I can try and keep an eye on that as well. So let's all just get into our energy, and just make sure we're fully in our bodies and connected, and then we can have a chat, see what is coming up for you, and so we can do a bit of healing around that for ourselves and obviously for the world with things that's happening right now. So I just invite you to just take some deep breaths and breathing in deeply through the nose. If you can hold it just for a moment, and then a slower exhale. But if you can imagine that you're just letting everything just drain away. Nice deep breath in. And then a slower exhale. Just allow everything to flow away from you. Breathing in deeply, breathing in calm. And once again, that slow exhale. We're just letting our bodies know that we feel safe, because we'd only breathe like this if we do feel safe. I do invite you, if you like to, just place your hands over your heart space as well, as you just carry on taking some deep breaths, breathing in deeply. And then a slower exhale, as you're just letting everything go on that exhale, breathing in deeply. And slow exhale again. You should notice that you start to feel a bit more present in your body. Breathing in calm. And a nice slow exhale again. And as your hands are over your heart, I'd just like you to think of someone or anything that you feel grateful for right now. Okay, just grateful that we're alive, for your home, for your family, for your friends, anything that you can feel grateful of or appreciative of. As you are breathing, just focus on that, your hands over your heart, and just focus on anything that you feel grateful for or appreciative of. And just keep taking those deep, slow breaths. What that does is we're just connecting with that gratitude and appreciation. We're taking those deep, slow breaths. We're focusing on our heart as our hands are over our heart space. And that's just going to help harmonize your head and your heart's becoming be more in alignment, be more connected. And hopefully you're already feeling the benefits of that, just taking those breaths, thinking of anything that you're grateful for. Just a great way of just harmonizing, say, the head and the heart, allowing you to feel more aligned. While we're doing this, I just actually invite you to just call in your energy as well. Quite often we can not be fully in our bodies or in our energy. So as you continue breathing like this, there's just the intention just to call all of you back. So breathing in deeply. Just imagine that you're just calling all of your energy back. If your energy is at work or with other people or with things that you've got to do or with what's going on in the world, as you breathe in, just imagine you're just calling all of yourself back into your body. Just call all of you back. Have a nice deep breath in. Hopefully you can feel that difference. You're feeling a bit more solid, a bit more grounded, a bit more connected in your body. It's a great way to get that head and that heart harmonised. Welcome, Ileana's joining us. Angel, I'm grateful for you, but not all the time. Thanks, Angel. So welcome, everybody. This is the first full moon of 2025. It is the wolf moon. And I want to share a little bit of this because they can bring a lot of energy that comes up around the full moon. It can affect people in different ways. Just a side note, I was actually born on a full moon on Good Friday, believe it or not, as well. So it's time we really want to be able to acknowledge our emotions. So there's lots of information out there on YouTube. I'm not an expert with astrology or anything like this, but it's just relevant that I wanted to share with you today a little bit about this. Because we have Mars in the sky, which you can see. I don't know if any of you have I have a sky guide app on my phone, so I can point it at the stars and it will tell me what stars and planets are in the sky, which I absolutely love. Share with everybody I know. And you can see Mars in the sky. You can see several of the planets in the sky at the moment. But currently Mars is retrograde for one. It's conjunct the moon. Now, I don't really understand what those phrases mean, but what I do know is that it is stirring up stuff within us. So this can also be this unresolved stuff, things that we think we've maybe dealt with in the past, and it's coming back up. And there could be a lot of emotions that are hidden under that are going on under the surface for us. So it's a really, really good time to really acknowledge what is really underneath and that's going on there. So if that is happening for any of you, please do comment. And we can do some releasing around that for you and just help to move that energy for you. Oh, bless you. Thank you for being amazing. Please send me your PayPal. I want to buy you a coffee. Babs, if you're able to, if you could post that link in there. Oh, Babs has just posted it in there. That's just a link that if you'd like to buy me a coffee, you can. Very much appreciated. So, and obviously we've got lots going on. We've got these fires that are happening in LA. There's just a lot going on in the world. This is going to be a huge year. Last week when I spoke about it, when you look at the different predictions for this year and the different astrological videos, that there's so many people that share such amazing information. I think we're in for one hell of a year. This is going to be a huge year in many, many different ways. And it's also going to be very challenging as well in that. So let me know how you are feeling, what that is bringing up for you, so that we can do some work around it. So I know Hannah, who we've got on here, is upset about what is happening in the USA. And when we feel like that, we can really feel a state of hopelessness, can't we? We can feel powerless. It's obviously very upsetting. And the thing is, we're not powerless. We have more power than we really know and believe in a way, because we are connected to everything and everyone. And when we get caught up and we come into our heads can be our worst nightmares. I'm sure some of you agree with the thoughts and the processes that we can go through in our own minds. And it can paint all these things, and then our inner child and parts of us can become very scared. We want to be able to try and be detached from that and to where we're putting our focus and our energy. But when things like this happen, it can totally throw us. And I remember years ago, I remember watching this video once, and it was around animals, and I can remember watching it, I think, oh my God, I feel so like traumatized for one, and helpless around this. And then I can remember thinking, but I'm not helpless. And actually what I can do is hold that space of love and that space of light, and that has that ripple effect. So let's do that today on today's call, so that we can just send out what needs to be sent out over to the world. But let's deal with where we're feeling around it first and how we feel about it. So Hannah's already said, so she's feeling upset around that. Let me know what other people are feeling. Let's focus on these fires, shall we? And if there is other things that are going on in the world that is pertinent to you, that you're feeling, let's just acknowledge what those feelings are, so that we can just start to let them go. But as we do the feelings, we also need to become aware of what we're believing about that. So what are you thinking about it? Do you feel hopeless? Do you feel powerless? Do you feel not safe? What are the thoughts that you're having around that, and what are the feelings? So if you can just type in and let me know what are the emotions that you are feeling at the moment, and we can start to do some healing around that and releasing those for you. I'm just going to have taking me coaster with me there. So yeah, just let me know. I'm devastated, crying over this and can't sleep. Oh, bless you, of the USA. This is something many haven't witnessed. Helpless. Yeah. So, and I totally understand that, Christine. We can feel so helpless. We can feel so powerless. So there's nothing we can do. We can feel hopeless and helpless. Okay. Collective fear. Yeah. And when we want to acknowledge these emotions. No emotion is bad. It's just our guidance system. It's really telling us where we're at, where our vibration is at. So we can try and push it down and ignore it, but it's still there in the background. So we really want to be able to acknowledge that, so that we can start to let that go. Shock. Yeah. And when we have shocks can really get stuck in our energy. And I remember when I lost my little cat Magic, as some of you know, last year, it was the shock was the main thing that it hit me. Then you just feel paralyzed a little bit with all of those different emotions. So we will release that shock as well. But what else? What other emotions are you feeling when you feel it's upset? We've got devastated. We're feeling helpless, hopeless, that fear, that shock energy. What else? What else is there that you're feeling? The emotions or thoughts that you may be having. Just let me know. Collective confusion, grief. There's so much, isn't there? Speculative thoughts. That's brilliant. Just keep typing in and letting me know as we go along. So obviously we have the emotions, we have the thoughts, and then we have beliefs that are connected to those thoughts, and we have some core beliefs. Now these core beliefs, I know I've mentioned these before, we call them core beliefs, we can call them orientation beliefs. These are created when we're very little, when we're in that individualization stage. We find out who we are and where we fit in the world. And some very, very, very common ones are that I am powerless, that I am not safe, I am incapable. Who am I? I need to be perfect. And these can really hold us back, and we can put a lot of power into them, especially when things are happening like they are. So what we want to do is we want to really be able to acknowledge that, so that we can switch the focus and put our power, our focus, our energy into what we do want. So the first question I want to ask you, and please do type in, is what do we want instead? What would we love to create? So when we think of the fires that are currently raging, you know, the ideal situation is that they're all been put out and people are safe and they're okay, they're looked after. So what is it that we're really we want to achieve? Physical thoughts along with emotional thoughts overridden by universal logic. Yeah. it's crazy, isn't it, how our minds, the thoughts that we can have, and how they can literally run havoc in our heads. um, and it's very common. It's very common for that to happen, part of being human, I think. But when we can really acknowledge those, that can make that difference. Okay, let's start having a bit of a shift of the energy, shall we, so that we can move. And do please keep typing in, and letting me know what's coming up as we go for this. So what we'll do first is we can release the feelings that we have within us and start moving through that, and then we can send out some healing, and do what we can to help make a difference. Okay, and because of this moon, the full moon that we have, the intensity is going to bring up stuff. So if you can allow yourself to sort of dig quite deep within yourself and what is there, so we can bring the spotlight onto that, so then we can start to release that. Sometimes we need to have that conscious awareness of what is there to actually move it through. Okay, so okay, so I invite you all just to once again just connect with the breath. Let's just imagine we've got this beautiful light, this connection with source, and let's just imagine that we're just going to breathe in that energy. Just breathe that light down. Just breathe it down into your root chakra. So as you breathe in, just imagine you're just allowing that light from source to flow down, anchoring into our root chakra. And let's just do that again. Just do it one more time, just allowing that energy to build. So breathing in the light, it's flowing down, breathe it down into our root chakra. So, and then relax and just imagine that that's just flowing, allowing that light to flow. Can we just expand that, please, for everybody? Allow it to flow as much as it can as well. Beautiful. And just seeing that light that's just going down deep into the earth. If you was on last week's live or you listened to the replay, that cord that we have with Mother Earth, that's right down into the center and really connect to center. Just imagine that light is flowing down through you, is just going all the way down to the center of the earth. You can imagine those roots that are going down deep into the earth as well. Just focus on that cord that takes you all the way to the center. And just feeling that connection as you breathe in now. We just want to breathe in up through the earth. You can breathe in through your feet, or you can breathe in through your root chakra. Nice deep breath in. That's it. And just we'll do 3 breaths. So let's do another breath. And just see, sense, feel, imagine that energy just rising up your body. Let's do one more deep breath in. That's it. So breathe up into the head. Beautiful. And then hands on your heart, and just breathing through your heart space and allowing that to open. Beautiful. Let's call in everyone's guides and angels, please. Let's call in everyone that works with us in spirit. Let's call in the dragons as well, please. All the ascended masters, including Christ. Let's just ask them all to be with us now. Okay, so I feel like we've got whatever that energy is that is just coming in, that's not 100% love, light and truth. Let's just release that now, please. Not sure if that's somebody's guide or a spirit that's around someone or someone that's just coming in. Let's just remove, please. Okay, so can we just please remove any guides, any beings that are here present that are not 100% love, light and truth? Can we just remove them, please? If they are anyone's guides, can we just remove them completely from them, so that they're not any kind of manipulation going on? Just remove them now, please. Thank you. Okay, that feels better. So Laurie said we've got shock at personal level 2, angels saying, just thinking I'm a conduit, so I'm going to let this love flow like a mountain stream. Vibration will change. Absolutely, yeah. Just allowing that energy to flow. Okay, so we've got everyone called in with us. Everyone's 100% love, light and truth as well. Super. sometimes we can have some guides hanging around us that aren't for our highest good. And this happened last week actually, but obviously I was live on my profile last week. So that feels really nice now for everybody. Okay, and obviously just give me permission as well, just to connect with you energetically. There's our permission as well, yeah. And this is if you are live with me now, obviously you're listening to this recording as well. So this first thing, let's just go into the shock initially. So this could be a shock around what's happened, what's happening in the world. Laurie's got a shock on a personal level too. So let's just connecting with that energy of shocking everyone. And let's just start to release that. So just invite you just to breathe. Give me your permission just to allow this to release for everyone. So can we feel this collective shock and this personal shock as well? And can we just release and remove all this shock, please? Any energy reversals that connected with that? Anything that's sticking with that, let's just remove that, please. Unlock all of this shock. Okay. Let's release and remove that shock. Okay, I can feel that moving, but there is still something there. Okay, so what have we got going on with this shock here as well? I feel like we've got some emotions trapped in with this shock as well. So can we just identify, please, what is trapped in with this shock energy, please? And can we just start to release this, please? The most gentle, harmonious way, speedies and divine grace for everyone. Thank you. So that we can fully release the shock that is stuck in people. Okay, that feels a lot clearer. First, I was going to actually double check in on that. Welcome, Glenn, who's just joined us. Long time no see. Okay, do we have any remaining shock? Hidden. That feels clear, the shock around that as well. So just let me know if any of you are still feeling that. If you can, sway test, you can get yes or no from everybody with a sway. You can muscle test, get a yes or no. Always check if there's anything hidden there as well. I'm getting a no, it's feeling clear. The collective, I'm still getting a no on the collective, so yeah, that feels clearer. Okay, so we've got this this sense of being unsafe. When we have the belief, the core belief that we're not safe, we actually, awesome, Laurie, that's cleared, good. When we have this belief that it's a core belief that I am not safe, and that core beliefs can really run our lives a little bit, like I'm powerless. And when we can acknowledge that there is a part of us that's part of our belief system, but we don't have to put any power in it. What we actually have is we have like a superpower that can come out of that, and that superpower can be that we have an intuitive sense of threats. So if you are feeling unsafe at the moment, you also have a gift of being very intuitively aware where things are not safe or of threats and things like that. So when you can look at it on that positive aspect, it just helps change your perspective on it. Wonderful. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Babs. We will definitely look at that. We don't want to feel emotions, do we? So yeah, so when that feeling of I'm not safe, you have an intuitive awareness of threats. You're just more aware of threats. You see things slightly different. Just to if you have that feeling, that belief that I'm not safe, that's a belief that has plagued you a lot. You're just hyper aware of those things. So underneath the shock, there's a numbness, not wanting to feel emotions. This is so common, isn't it, that we don't actually want to feel. This is the moon to do it on, this full moon, because it is going to stir up what we really, really feel. Let's allow ourselves to really feel what we are feeling. As uncomfortable as that may be, I will not leave you until we can shift that energy for you. So if you give me permission, I'm here with you. We've got Babs, welcome behind the scenes again. And obviously there's so many amazing angels in here. I'm sure we will all bring our collective efforts in as well. But let's just do this for each other, for ourselves. to really feel what's there. So let's just acknowledge that numbness. And let's just start to release that. So can we just acknowledge all this numbness, this not wanting to feel emotions, this resistance to feeling, maybe because it's not safe, because it's uncomfortable. Let's just release that resistance, please. The most gentle, harmonious way for everybody. That resistance to not wanting to feel. And that energy of numbness. Let's just acknowledge that, and let's just start to release that, please, in the gentle, most gentle, harmonious way for everybody as well. Releasing that resistance, releasing that numbness. I hope none of you can hear what I'm hearing. I can hear my children. I'll rack it upstairs. I hope that's not coming through this. Okay. Feels like that's starting to move and shift. Can we just identify all the resistance? If there's any beliefs connected with that resistance, that it's not safe to feel these emotions, or you're not going to be able to deal with the emotions, that you're not capable of dealing with them. Can we just acknowledge those, please, and just allow that resistance to start moving, please, for everybody? And that numbness, so we can just really acknowledge what's underneath. And just know, if it does feel a little bit uncomfortable, you're totally in a safe, sacred space right now. We've got all our guides, angels, dragons, the ascended masters, everybody's with us. So if you can allow yourself to just come into that vulnerability a little bit, that uncomfortable and a little bit uncomfortableness, we can allow that to start to move for you. Okay. I'm not sure where my fan is going on my computer. How is that feeling now? It's starting to feel a lot better. How is that? I have to just double check in on that. Is there anything? I'm just going to lift this up slightly just so I can, because I can hear my fan going for some reason. Knocking everything off. Okay. Starting to feel Kristen's saying, Beth, yeah, it does feel uncomfortable, doesn't it? Can you all feel that uncomfortableness that's there? So let's just start acknowledging that, and let's just allow that to start releasing, please, for everybody, these deeper feelings of fear around what's happening. It's a real collective fear. I feel like we're tuning into that collective fear as well. So can we just release everyone from the collective fear and just allow them to process their own fear for the time being, please? So it's just your fear at the moment. Rather than just picking up on all the collective energy, let's deal with just what you're experiencing. That's your stuff at the moment. Just allow that to move. That feeling of helplessness. Let's just really acknowledge that. So when I'm feeling that, I feel like we just go into the inner children there, and let's just acknowledge any beliefs that I'm powerless, I'm incapable, I'm not safe, I don't know what to do. All the belief systems that are around that. There's nothing I can do. I'm helpless. I'm powerless. I'm not good enough. I don't have the capability. Let's just acknowledge that, and let's just start releasing and allowing that fear, that helplessness, that hopelessness to just start to be released for you. Any of that energy of grief as well. So any other emotions that are coming up as I'm just doing that, just type in if there's emotions that are coming up as I'm saying this. Let's just keep releasing all of this, please. So can we just identify anything hidden with any of this for everyone as well? Can we also just tune in, clear anything that's inherited, ancestral, take it back to the very first ancestors for people, shifting that, the end reversals. Can we also just check in any of this as past life stuff that's been held on from past lifetimes? Can we just treat that as well as we're releasing that, releasing all of that, allowing that to move for everybody. Well, this energy of that confusion. Just allow that to start moving. Just allow yourself to feel whatever you feel. You just want to acknowledge it. If you can name it, even better. Just acknowledging that. You might feel, I'm feeling like a dread in my gut. You might be feeling it in your body. Once again, just allow yourself to feel that, just to acknowledge what's there, so that can just start to be removed. And just allow that to flow. It's where it can get stuck. So we're just going to define any energy reversals, anything that's holding this in place for anyone. Any thoughts and beliefs, feelings and emotions, patterns, habits, programs, memories, any implants, anything that's holding any of these emotions in place. Just treat them, please, in the perfect way for everybody. So this can just move. There is that sadness, that devastation energy, grief, that upset. Let's just allow ourselves to feel them, acknowledge all of these emotions, and just allow them to just be acknowledged and just to move through. Can we just dissolve any energy reversals connected to them, please? It's like us our parallel lifetimes, and when it's maybe inherited, let's just treat that. Okay, on a general level, that's feeling much calmer for everybody. How does that feel for everybody? Let me know if this is any emotions that are still feel stuck there. Welcome, Jacqueline, who's just joined us. An intrepid explorer, just visited Antarctica. Looking forward to seeing you soon, Jacqueline. And a big hello to my mum as well. I forgot to say hello. I see your comment. My mum likes to join me on these. Keep an eye on me. So, the energy around it does feel a lot lighter. But please do let me know how you are feeling. Hannah, how are you feeling? Are you still feeling the upset around this? Christine, how are you feeling? Are you still feeling that devastation? It feels a lot more peaceful, but still some sadness there. I used to be a complete optimist about humanity. I now struggle to be even a skeptical realist with some hopefulness attached. Yeah. It's challenging, isn't it? Being on this planet, dealing with what's going on. But I do believe on a soul level, we all chose to be here, right now, at this time. Although it's the most challenging and horrific in some ways, it is also the most exciting time, because we are going through such a change on this planet, and we're getting to witness it in real time and experience it at the same time, which is the challenge. It's such a safe space for us to come and join you. Bless you. I feel sadness, but it is clear. Let's just keep acknowledging this sadness. Let's just keep acknowledging this sadness. And it's heartbreaking, isn't it, when we see the suffering and the things that are happening in this world. So let's just acknowledge that. And let's also just acknowledge if there's any thoughts and beliefs around this, such as that we're powerless, capable, don't have the capacity to do anything to help. Any other thoughts or beliefs that you may have around that as well. Let's just keep acknowledging that sadness and just allowing it to move. Can we just see if any energy reversals that stuck with this for people? And then just release anything that can be released around this. so we can just be in a more empowered and more powerful place, so that we can make more positive changes and do more good with that, rather than being stuck in this where the power is going to these beliefs. Let's also just acknowledge that it is devastating what's happening on the planet. It is so sad and heartbreaking, and to just acknowledge that we we're compassionate people. We don't like to see this suffering and things that are going on in the world, especially when there's not much that we can do about it. But there is things that we can do about it. The power of prayer is so powerful, for one. And be able to send our energies and our love and our prayers to others is powerful. We do have that within our ability. What we don't want is to be stuck in the emotions that do not allow us to do that. Let's have a quick just check in on the energetics. It does feel like that there's still a little bit of like that sadness, like an energy, but it doesn't feel it doesn't feel like it's stuck, if you know what I mean. It doesn't feel like it's stuck connected around these beliefs. It's just that it is sad. It is sad, really, what's happening. But I'm not feeling like that's pulling, that's the energy's going in the wrong place, if you know what I mean. The focus is going there. Okay. So please let me know if there's any other emotions that you are feeling at the moment, if there's anything that's a bit deeper, if there's anything that's a bit uncomfortable to go into. Please do just let me know. Especially when we're thinking about what's going on that world view as well. I still feel like there's a bit of it's like a layer of energy, if that makes sense. We don't want to be like detached from what's happening in the world, but we don't want to get so caught up in it that it can affect us, where we're then not able to do anything around that or to send out those prayers. Emotions are also because people want to know why this happened. Why would God allow such a tragedy? So many wonder. Yeah. Do you know what? I mean, I've absolute faith and trust in God, the higher power, and we do, like, why would we allow this? The only answer I can to try and maybe give you a bit of understand around that is that as human beings we have free will being on the planet. God gave us all free will, and some people have totally lost their connection so much with God, with Source, that they're into the darkness, and that's why there's a lot of bad people and dark things that happen. And we learn through things. So I don't really so much that it's God's allowed it to happen. I think it's something that we've created, and I feel that God feels everything as well. So the pain that we experience, he does too. But it's really us that are doing the creating, and that's why we have free will. If we didn't have free will, I suppose it could swoop in and stop all of this from happening, but because we have that free will, we can't. And why it's happened, I mean, I do think things will continue to keep being exposed. The truth will come out, and it will allow things. I do believe we all on a soul level know why we're here, know what we've signed up for in this lifetime. Some people sign up for such incredibly horrific upbringings and stuff, but it makes us who we are when we come through that. And it's also the thing, it's not happening to us, it's happening for us. We can't always see that because we can be stuck in that energy, but when we can get that different perspective as well, have another perspective of it, it can just shift the way we feel around that a little bit. Angel saying clearing the swamp. Yeah, there's some mistrust, as there is a lot of speculation around the cause of why the fire started. I won't go into it on here, but I won't get out my tinfoil hat, shall we say. But I personally I do feel like maybe there's evidence that's been destroyed potentially, but we won't go down that on this live. But yeah, there will be, and it will be, people will be asking questions, and although many of us are very aware that there are some horrific things going on in this world, there's a lot of things that go on in this world that most people aren't aware of, that there is an agenda. That's why we're here as light workers and earth angels, but we've still got to remember that truth ourselves. I do think the truth will come out. It will come out eventually. But if everything was suddenly go, here's all the truth, people wouldn't be able to handle it. Or wouldn't, but they've had that cognitive dissonance. But ultimately, it's still really sad and challenging watching the horrors that are happening. I hope that we already know. Evan said, yeah. Erwin saying maybe we are selective with our attention and don't fully engage with all the other tragedies happening in the world, some based on human unconscious and aggression. Yeah. And I think we are. And we do want to be selective with our attention in a way, because then attention goes where energy flows where attention goes. And when we want to be aware, we want to have that awareness of what is happening. And it's very hard not to get caught up in that, because then we have all the emotions that goes with that and all the belief systems, and it can leave us feeling quite powerless. Having that awareness and seeing it, and we still can feel, but we can feel the emotions of sadness, why we hold that higher perspective. So moving through these emotions, it's not because they're bad and we've got to get rid of them. It's because we don't want them to, all our power go in there. We want to be able to feel and really feel, but simultaneously at the same time holding that place of peace and of love, and that in our divine sovereign power, because that's when we can make change, and that is why we are here. But I think we are selective. We are. So okay, so Bojo said about the mistrust, is that for people watching this, or is that just as on a general level? Because I feel that's a bit more on a general level, but just let me know if that is with tuning in. So okay, a bit there. So with this energy around this focus on these fires, because they are devastating. Yeah, I do feel that one. I don't know why. General, I think, yeah. Okay. So that's let's get in our power. So it's remembering that we are made in the image and likeness. We are sovereign spiritual beings having this human experience. We are connected to everything. We're connected to God. We are connected to each other. We are having this individual separate experience in our bodies, that we're separate from each other, when really we have that unity consciousness as well. So let's all really connect in with that and do some healing around that as well. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, let's just acknowledge, say the core beliefs that we can have. I'm not safe. We have a superpower of being aware of threats and being able to see things. When we think we're not capable of things, we actually have a superpower of actually synthesizing knowledge and gathering knowledge. So we have superpowers in these core beliefs that we can have. So we want to get in our superpower of being light workers, spiritual beings, and have this power of healing and prayer. So Evan's saying, I live in southern Vermont. I heard that people are going to be migrating to Massachusetts. I might have to fact check this. Yeah. Okay, let's all get in our energy. So I do invite you once again, if you'd like to close your eyes, please do so. If you'd like to put your hands on your heart space as well, and let's just get back into our energy. So breathing in deeply. And I want you to imagine, as you breathe in, that you literally breathe in to feel your body, like you're blowing up a balloon, but you're blowing up yourself. So breathing in. You can just feel that difference in your energy when you do that. So you're just like, you're really filling your body. We'll just do that again. Breathe in, imagine like, so you're breathing into your body and just filling up your body. All the way to the end of your fingers, the bottom of your toes, so you're feeling more solid in your body. Yeah, let's breathe up the earth's energy. We've already had that connection with earth, so you can just feel that solid, that grounded energy. We'll just do that again. And just that cord, can we just expand that, please? A maximum for everybody, and allow that to flow. Maximum for everyone as well, please. Nice deep breath in, breathing up the earth energy. That's it. Okay, once again, being aware of that stream of light that we have down, that connection source. Let's just breathe that in again. And you can imagine that you're just breathing 360 degrees. You can breathe it in that light. And let's come into our heart centers. And let's imagine now that you're breathing in through your heart. And it's just sort of opening as you do that. Let's breathe in again. So you're breathing in love, allowing that love to flow all throughout your body. Allowing that love to saturate every cell within your body, flowing in your blood. So literally with every breath, you're just filling yourself with this love in every cell and every fibre of your body. And expanding that. So as you do that, it's going to now start to expand out beyond you. So with every breath, this love is expanding, so you're like in this ball of energy around you. So you've got this beautiful orb of light and love. Okay, let's just activate everyone's wings. If you are from the angelic elemental realms. Call in our angels and guides. You may be able to feel them come closer. Call in the dragons as well. And let's all just bring our attention awareness to allay these fires. And let's just imagine we're just sending that blanket of love over to all the people there that are suffering, that are hurt, that are in any kind of trouble. Let's just imagine we're just sending that love to them, surrounding each and every person, wrapping them up in a blanket of love and light, giving them hope. Where's the knees? Just bringing that energy, wrapping around them. And dragons, if there's anything we can do to please stop these fires, calm down these fires, can we do whatever that needs to be done? Being with the wind direction. Can we just surround that whole area, please, in love and light? Can we surround it with dragons? Can we take that intensity out of that fire? Can we just take any of that power, that energy, anything that's behind that fire, that's fueling that fire, can we just allow that to shift and move, please? Just take the power away from that fire. It reminds me of that quote, the devil whispered in my ear, you cannot withstand the storm. I said back, I am the storm. So that's any of that power, let's just set the intention, any of that power that's in that fire, that's fueling that, can we just take that away, please? Release and dissolve whatever that is. Dragons, earth, wind, fire, water dragons, can we just surround this area, please? Keeping it contained as possible so it doesn't spread, and whatever we can do to just dissipate that and take that away, to reduce that as much as possible. And once again, all those souls there, let's just surround all of them with love, with healing. Let's ask all of their guides and angels to be with them now. Angels, can we go in, surround everybody in the area with love, with light, with hope, surround their prayers, and this also pray. Dear God, we pray that each and every person is surrounded in your love. Put hope in their heart, love in their heart, trust in their heart. Please allow them to be safe. Please allow the right people to be able to get through to help everybody. Please wrap them up in your love and grace, and allow as many people as possible to be saved and be protected from this, to stop this devastation. Please send all your angels, legions of angels around to surround that area, calling those dragons. If there's some real dark energy in the earth. I don't know if anyone else is picking up on that energy. I'm just going into the ground in the area. Let me know what you get. If any of you are just picking up what I'm picking up, what's going on in the ground around that. It's just around everyone. Just surround them in love, light, healing, please. Faith. So this in your name. Thank you. Is anyone else picking up what's going on in the ground? Dark energies, the dragons, can we just go in, please, and can we just burn up and destroy all this darker energy that's in the ground? Please let me know if anyone else is feeling that. Perhaps you picking up what the energy that's going on in the ground. This darkness is released and dissolved. All darkness that's surrounded, all darker energies, please. Command that you be just sent to the light now. Absolutely right there. Lots of dark, intense energy there is, isn't there, in the ground? I don't know if you're feeling it. Let's send the dragons in. Dragons, can we go into the ground, please? Can we please dissolve all this dark energy, evil energy, intense energy? Can we just dissolve and transmute this now into light? Get the feeling that Mother Earth's not particularly happy about this dark energy. It's just a sense that I'm getting there. Let's just release and dissolve dragons. Can we just dissolve anything that is in the energy of the earth there? Any of the darkness, any of the rituals that's been carried out, any spells, curses, hexes, anything that's in that ground. Can we just dissolve this, please? All of this now in Jesus Christ's name. Thank you. Does anyone else feel the difference now? It feels like energy of the ground. The energy of that ground feels a lot clearer now. But can you just let me know if you're picking up on this as well? And if anything else that any of you are picking up with around these, the fires, what's happening in LA, just let me know. Dragons, can we just clear up anything remaining? Anything that says trying to say, can we just dissolve all of that, please? If there's anything else remaining or hidden there. Seeing some cooler, lighter energy. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling, Laurie. It feels a lot lighter. It just felt, oh, that intensity, that darkness that was in the ground, you know, in the earth around it, and it feels like a lot. If it was completely black, it's now like a light grey. It's the best way to describe it. It will continue to clear. Feel it's a gradual process and gentle process. Yes, Babs, I totally agree with that. I can feel it lifting and moving. I can see dragons in the ground, just clearing that energy. Any energy or any souls that are maybe trapped, can we just take every single soul to the light, please? Dragons, angels, can we just allow everything, any souls, energy that's trapped in the ground, can we just take all of that to the light? feel that, please. I sense the local indigenous people whose land it is needs to be honoured. Yes, Jacqueline. Yeah. It feels like there's an ancient energy. It feels like how I'm seeing it is that I'm seeing like different time periods as well. There's a lot of dark energy. They felt like there's a lot of trapped souls there, and I can feel them leaving. It feels a lot lighter, but let's just honor the ancestors as well. Honor and just send love to all the local indigenous people whose land it is. It does need to be honored. Once again, and it's just like gratitude as well to Mother Earth, who just, she gives us everything, and there's so many people that abuse her and the world and the, you know, people that live on it. Yeah, Christian's picking up panic, and I pray and hope our next president will be safe and able to intervene, sending him protection. Absolutely. Let's just feel the energy of that panic, and let's just start to release that and allow that to move, so we can just bring that energy of calm in. Pray for the firefighters as well. Yeah. Let's just bringing that panic down. Yeah. Yes, Diggle, please pray for everybody. We pray for everyone in this situation, all the people that are affected by these fires, all the firefighters, all the people that are helping, that are donating, and that are supporting, that are volunteering. We pray for all the people that have lived on this land in the past and that will live in the future. And just send all of them protection, the good people of the world and of America, the people that are fighting for freedom, that are fighting for the truth, and for the light, for good, for humanity. We pray all of them will be in your protection, covered in your grace, your guidance, your light, your love, keeping them safe, keeping their families safe. Dragons, please be with all the firefighters, please be with all the people, please do your will, in accordance with God's law, to help these souls, help the earth, help extinguish these flames, help bring calmness into people's heart, hope into people's heart, for people to know that we care and we pray about them and that they have so much support. Please fill all their hearts with love and faith and trust. Surrounded them in safety. Everyone that's involved in this, everyone that's a part of this, and anyone that is on the other side, can you fill their hearts with light as well, so that they come back to you, come back to the truth, come back to light. Say all this, gratitude and appreciation. It is done. Thank you. How is that feeling for everybody? The energy, it feels totally, it feels like the energy is different around it. It feels like, it feels much lighter. So much darkness in the ground. It feels a lot more lighter now, a lot more hopeful. Feel like everyone, there's just so many angels surrounding them, and the dragon energy as well. And just sending everyone, so let's all just come back into our hearts. Let's just bring our energies back to us. Let's just bring hands, if you bring your hands into your heart and just breathe in that love. Filling yourself up, bringing your energy back to you. Allowing that heart to overflow. Bringing all your awareness, all your energy, bringing it all back to you. So you can be fully present, fully in your body, and just notice how you feel now. And just feel that, say, that heart, that love that's flowing, and I just allow it to ripple out and to go exactly where it needs to go. Okay, beautiful. Ooh. Please tell me how you're all feeling. The energy feels so different. I feel like the energy within everyone is it's really clunky and all these different emotions. It feels much more calmer, and it feels like everyone's more actually in their power and empowered, that we are making a difference, which we are. So please do just type in and let me know how you are feeling. How any images that you're getting, any sense that you're getting, just type in and let me know. It feels a lot more calmer. When I see the area, I just see so many angels around, so many light beings. And just stay with them for as long as they need, please, as long as this continues. Earth and its climate bodies telling us something that we don't want to hear. Earth will continue to tell us until we listen or disappear. You're absolutely right, Erin. It felt like, as we was doing that, the Earth is not very happy. Oh, bless you. You are wonderful. So glad I saw you live and could pop on. LA, constantly in my thoughts and prayers. Thank you. Bless you, and thank you, Jacqueline, for being here as well. Babs is saying it feels calm. It does. It feels a lot more calmer. It feels like the energy of everyone as well is it's just more of a calmer energy. And continued prayers, continued love for everyone that's dealing with this devastation. So I thank all of you. Thank you for being here with me live today, for joining me in this, for sharing, for commenting, for letting me know how it's what you're experiencing, so that we can do this collectively, so that we can help the collective collectively. And bring our combined forces together. I do believe in the power of prayer so strongly, and the good in the world. There's so much bad stuff happening, but there's also so much good stuff. So many good people fighting the good fight. So many people help people, but decent people. You know, there are so many wonderful souls in the world. So love and prayers to all of them. Love and prayers for you. I just invite you, give yourself a hug. Let's have a big let's have a big group hug. And for those that seem frozen, I'm like Olaf, I love a warm hug. So big energy hug to all of you. And thank you for being here live. Thank you for listening to this recording. Thank you for just being you and for helping with what we've done today. And yeah, just thank you. So much appreciation, all of you. So is Earth Sun treat us like we treat a bothersome mosquito? That's a good point there, Irving. Potentially. Chris say thank you so much, Era. Thank you for being on here with me, Christine, and all of you. I really appreciate it. I will be back again next week, and so please, let's keep LA in our prayers, in our thoughts, but let's not go into that panic and the fear around it. Let's just stay more sovereign in our energy, that we are light workers. We are beings of light. We are here on this planet for a reason, and it can affect us and throw us off our game, but when we can come back and remember who we are, and yes, it is devastating, it's so sad, but we can still hold that powerful presence as well. That's where our power is. So thank you all for allowing me to be with you today, for joining me, for sharing. I look forward to connecting with you all next week, if you can join me then. So until, my friends, please take care of yourself. Let's take care of each other. Let's love ourselves and the world. and keep being you. So until next week, take care and lots of love.